All right guys, I'm really excited about this video because in this bag, I've got a bit of a mixture of golf clubs. I've got a pitching wedge, a 7-iron, a 4-iron and a driver, but there's a bit of a difference. We have put on these, the Dechambeau Max grips by Dominant Golf. Now, these things honestly are absolutely huge. You've probably seen clips of these before, truth be told, but I've never ever tried them. Jumbo grips like this. First thing about the Jumbo grips is they are used by Bryson Dechambeau, and he's a pretty good golfer. The idea, I've actually held Bryson's golf clubs, but I've never actually hit him with these stupid grips on. They are supposed to give you a stronger, more relaxed grip, better control and accuracy, and get this, a faster club head speed. I'm not sure about that. Increased distance, and for a price of £13 per grip. First off, looks wise, it's just gigantic. It really is. Now, over years, grip development has changed quite enormously, going from kind of quite a skinny normal Golf Pride Tour Velvet now to multi-composite, different thicknesses, different textures. Jumbo grips or bigger grips have definitely been a thing, but these are taking it to the next level. These are the Jumbo Max, and it even says here on the top, XL. These things are massive. Right, so I've put them on some clubs today. Pitching wedge, 7-iron, 4-iron and driver. First off, in the hand, and just to give some context, my glove size typically is either a large or a medium large. So that's just to give you an idea of my hand size. I wouldn't say I've got massive hands, but they're decent sized. Holding onto this golf club, my bottom hand, my right hand, can only just wrap around. Like I'm struggling, certainly my right hand, to get full, what feels like full hold on it. Left hand actually doesn't feel too bad. In my left hand there, I actually feel like that sits quite nicely in there. But as I interlock my fingers, which I've always done, and start to put my right hand on, it feels like it's only just clinging onto the side. Now, the thing is with Jumbo grips in my own golf game, sometimes I get a little bit too handsy through the ball. So what I'm quite interested to see here, with the Jumbo grips, does my hand stop rotating quite as much? First shot with the Jumbo Max grips. It makes the head feel light, which is understandable. I actually feel like I could swing this faster. Right, let's see if we can hold on to it, get decent control. It's literally like holding a cricket bat handle. That actually felt good. That actually felt really nice. You know the sensation I got was almost like there's a little bit more kick in the shaft. Whether that's because of the difference in swing weight I'm getting, but as I made contact there, I actually made the shaft feel a little bit softer. I actually quite like that. I'm surprised. If I can use these grips and never hit a shot left, I'd be over the moon. Tiny bit left, but not too disappointing. Pin high, nice little putt for birdie there. So a couple more with this pitching wedge. That genuinely, the 3 shots I've hit there, not only one surprised me, but actually felt good. I actually like that. That is better than I expected. It's funny when you put the fat grips on, you actually feel like, is it going to be harder to swing? This almost borderline feels easier. I'm going to go one more with the pitching wedge and start moving up the clubs. Nothing wrong with those 4 shots. Heart of the green. Nice hits. Right, let's move up to 7-iron next. Okay, 7-iron next. Again, I've kind of got the feel of these grips now. What would be weird, just right there, what would be a bit weird is you would need to put them on every club, because now that feels so skinny. And I've only hit 4 or 5 shots. That's mad. I'll tell you what as well, I know they're not the same club, different manufacturers, but the fatter grip definitely makes the head feel light. And that's understandable, because more of the weight's up here. Well, on that grip, like I feel the head being heavier now. It's going to be preference. Some golfers are going to like that. Some golfers are not. I actually don't mind it at all. All right, let's go 7-iron with the jumbo grips. Now that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me one bit. In fact, even for the pitching wedges that went fairly straight, they all felt like they were going to potentially do that. Again, I'm quite a handy golfer. I'll use my hands a little bit too much for impact to help me hit it straight, and sometimes causes me to hit it left. With that thicker grip, I don't feel like I can turn the hands as much. It's a little bit harder to do so. Okay, let's see if we can adjust that a little bit this time. That felt phenomenal. Look at that though, still, it's just leaking a little bit to the right. Yeah, front edge, maybe not as far as I'd expect. I'd normally be carrying this into the kind of 175 region. That was only carrying at 166. Yeah, I'm not quite as blown away as I've gone to 7-iron, weirdly. Interestingly for me, and if that's got the right carry distance, closer, 170 that time. Interestingly for me, and it's actually quite a good training aid for me, I actually felt like I had to turn my body faster then. I felt like I had to use my legs more, use my torso more, and actually not use my hands as much. Again, as I've mentioned, I get quite handsy. That there has almost forced me to use my swing in a different way. I've created speed more from my body. So that's why someone like Bryson, who is very powerful, can manage these grips. I mean, they've all been very, very similar to each other. A little bit to the right, a little bit shorter than normal. I'm intrigued as we start to move into the driver, and in fact, another video I might go head to head with the driver of a fat grip and a thin grip. I'm intrigued to try the driver because I don't know if I'm fully going to be able to get maximum speed, but if it stops me hitting left, it could be a real benefit. I'm using my body so much harder there, but that's a beautiful golf shot. I had to work harder for it. Like, it felt like my body had to work harder, but because of that fat grip, I felt like I was never, ever, ever going to hit it left, which is a huge benefit. Certainly if you do hook it. Okay, let's go 4-iron, and then we'll go into driver. I'm guessing I'm going to see similar results with this. I'm going to have to use my body a lot. I normally carry this about 200 yards. Oh, that was bloody awesome. Oh. What a strike. I'm just starting to think, what's it doing different to my swing? I actually feel like, again, I'm only going off my own faults and issues. I'll sometimes get a little bit open with the club face. I'll then be saving it with the hands. This feels like I've got to be a bit more controlled with the face. Like, maybe I'm squaring it up better going back. I'm certainly not flipping my hands as much and making it go left, that's for sure. I almost feel like it's impossible, genuinely impossible, for me to hit this club with this grip left. What a shot with a 4-iron that was. 199 yards of carry, absolute perfect ball flight. I've hit literally one shot left. Like, I'd consider, and it wasn't even bad left, it was only a few feet away from the hole. That's the one I probably would be scared a bit more with this grip. I certainly think if you're a slicer of the golf ball, I don't see this grip being beneficial. So if you're slicing it, typically your face is more open, and with this fatter grip, I find it much harder to square the face up and move it left. I think if you're a slicer, it would exaggerate your slice enormously. Okay, this feels different. Oh, geez. That feels really, really bizarre with that fat grip. Again, if I grab a driver with a normal grip in, with a standard grip, oh, that's really bizarre now. That feels like I'm holding a pencil. Compared to that. Oh, that's crazy. trying to work out like the difference in the head weight. With the jumbo grip on, the head feels lighter. Does actually feel like I can swing it marginally faster. Okay, we might do another video on that actually. Thin grip versus jumbo grip. But for now, let's hit the jumbo grip. Let's see how this ball flies. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to hit some big slices. That's so bizarre. It really is. Oh, yeah. I think for me personally, for someone who uses the hands a bit too much through the swing, that's going to happen all the time. Interestingly, did I swing it faster? That was about 110, which is about average for me. Let's hit a few more. I've got to use the body. I can't rely on the hands. The body's got to turn. It's got to turn fast. I can just, from my own golf swing, and I don't want to say I predetermined it or I'm almost manifesting it, but it just feels like for me, because I know my swing and I know how reliant I am on my hands through the ball. I don't want to be. I don't want to be reliant on my hands at all, but I think that's always going to be my mistake. This time I'm going to try and just make a few adjustments. I'm going to shut the face more going back and really use my body, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to hit this one straighter. Yeah, that's nice. I've got to work harder for it, I do. It's a nice drive. I've got to work harder, but they're also, in some ways, it's fixing my issues, fixing my faults. That was nice. I've got to personally shut the face more. I've got to use my body more. If you are a slicer of the golf ball, you curve it off to the right, I would not recommend jumbo grips, because I just think it's going to make it even harder to square the face up. I think there's benefits. I think certainly, obviously, naturally for people with bigger hands, definitely. I think if you have a grip size of medium or smaller, I honestly don't see this being the grip for you. There might be slimmer versions, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't go with Jumbo Max. If you're a hooker of the golf ball, if you really hit it left and you want to fix that, I could definitely see benefits. But it's a dramatic change. It's a big shift. And also, it's not like you can just try it on one club. I do feel like you've got to try it on a driver, an iron, your pitching wedges, your lob wedge. You've got to have it on everything. It's quite a dramatic change, but listen, some golfers out there will definitely make those dramatic changes. Let's hit one more with driver. I've got to shut the face. I've got to turn the body. And then the next video, we'll do a nice head-to-head with this and the thin grip, the standard grip. I can work at it with pitching wedge and 7-iron. From 4-iron upwards and up to driver, I'm finding that really difficult and challenging. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, lots more to come. That's the Jumbo Max grips. I think there's some benefit, but for a very small percentage of the golfing world.